Yeah, so back to Ukraine. If the contribution or donation for Ukraine, at least on lightweight weapons, anti-aircraft weapons, shoulder man pads, uh, anti-aircraft, is increased twice as much, it's not much really now, by the West, uh, Russia will not just, Russia has already come to a halt, but Russia will be so shocked and so defeated that you will avert a bigger chance of a bigger war, of a larger scale war. So escalation, chances of large scale escalation or big escalation or major escalation would greatly diminish if you support Ukraine now. And again, the story is not exactly of Pustalinin being insane. He's a weakling who's trying to prove something there, like he's just something there, but what he's steering is really a comprehensive plan, a comprehensive movement that was supposed to, like I said, the New World Order led by Israel, just leapt over chasm, right? From one ledge to another, or the other edge, but then it fell right in the middle. The West cannot underestimate the current situation, and for the United States military, I would begin to do like drills in the Pacific Oceans, because chances are that war will return in the Pacific Ocean, but this time it will be China. So my advice to you folks is start taking that into consideration. So if things expand, you're in for a lot of damage. Let's put it this way, even conventionally. So it's better now, not tomorrow, not after tomorrow. It's better for you now to really convince Russia that it cannot go through Ukraine. And the establishment, of course, know that, but they won't do anything about it because they go by the schedule and plan of Israel. Israel has decided to do that. They work with it, they blurt something and they do something else, and that's what's going on. But for at least the citizens or smaller establishments, this is it, folks. You have to help Ukraine. You have to convince the Pustalinin that they cannot go anywhere in Ukraine. That's what will convince them. That's what will stop them. But if you wait and they take over Ukraine now after 21, 22 days, 22 days of attempts and losses and so on and so forth, now they're angry. That's the method they're going to follow, and that's the approach they will use with other nations in Eastern Europe and Western Europe, for that matter. Now it's not a matter of like having, say hypothetically, having one Ukraine and then move slowly onto other nations. Now it's going to be destructive. And I told you before, Germanics and Scandinavians, including those in the US, those white races, if and when they're over you, they will commit the mother of all blood purges. And had that Russian Rabbi Trump being in office in January 6th was able to stay in office, that would have sheared off the Constitution, and bloodletting and arrests, mass arrests and so on. Basically, you will see what happened during the time of Lenin and Stalin happening here in the US. And the first victims will be those who supported him into power to really destroy the government of the United States. Is the United States life and government correct and good, just like Europe? No, it has many faults, it has many problems, it has many. And in the future, not in the near future, in the, a little bit far future, it's not going anywhere. This kind of life is not going anywhere. There's problem with materialistic life and lustful life and drug life and dollar life. When I came to this country, I heard, now I know who was saying stuff like this, that you have a dollar, you're worth a dollar, you don't have a dollar, you're worth nothing, right? That's a problem, folks. That kind of thinking and society it will falter very quickly. And that's the problem, is you guys don't understand that. But I don't think now I realize there is a certain class in society here, whether here or in Western Europe, is the one that is subconsciously steering society into thinking like this and so on. So I don't blame you, but I hope you wake up to those facts. It's better for you to take your chances and try to correct your own course of actions and lives and polity and so on and so forth, rather than wait on Putin and his brother Trump and Netanyahu correct it for you, because it'll be really a bloodbath, like they did Germany, like they did Russia before that, like they did Syria or Afghanistan, or now like Yemen and Somalia and Libya and so on and so forth, and Chechnya before that, and Georgia. Well, Georgia escaped a lot of civilian deaths, but now here's another thing. You were gloating about Russia, probably gloating or looking the other way, or didn't care that Russia was mass killing people in Syria and Afghanistan and here and there. But now you see them doing that to you, white Europeans. Ukraine is a European country. So don't stand by looking around and laughing or looking the other way because those people who were killed Muslims. These guys are not the terrorists. The terrorists are the brothers of Putin and Ayatollahs and Stalinians and Netanyahu and Trump and Obama. These are the terrorists, period, case and period. I remember myself when your president Obama, Rabbi Obama, went into Libya and those Islamists, supposedly Islamists, they're Shiites and Alawites and so on in Benghazi and from Syria and from Iran, and Qatar supported them too, right? They came, and then I remember one of them having a banner on his chest, saying it's Al-Qaeda in Arabic or Qaeda in Arabic, right? And that was supported by Obama. You may say, oh, that's Obama, not Trump. Oh, believe it or not, they're one and the same. Ever since JFK, it's really, never mind the words and the talk and the chatter and the shouting and the crowing. Oh, no. Have a nice day, my friend. I hope you take all that I said into consideration and look out for your future and that of your children and posterity and your country and humanity for that matter. Good day, my friends, and I'll see you tomorrow.